Okay, so this just came to me, and I think it's a good point. And the point is that everyone isn't meant for your audience. Oh, there's so much in that, y'all. Because sometimes we limit what capabilities we have, what giftings we have, based on who we think will receive it, or who we think would validate us for the gift that we have, and or the gift that we're walking in, or the calling that we're walking in. And you can abort your entire blessing. You can abort your entire gift. You can abort the passion and the dream and the vision that God has for your life based on who you think will listen to you or who you think won't listen. And you think about this thing. If my calling is to go around the world and speak to people, and if I feel like one audience that I have, they didn't receive me, and I just say, you know what, forget it. I ain't gonna ever do this again because this audience did not receive me. And I mean, my vision and everything is just gone based on what this one audience did. But how do you know that one audience that you went to, it just wasn't your audience? See, our gifting, it's not for everyone. Everybody has a specific person that they're supposed to reach. Everybody has a specific group of people that they're supposed to touch. And you cannot get frustrated with your gifting. You cannot get frustrated with where the audience that God has given you, because you can't get frustrated with that because you don't know, like, you can't allow the wrong audience. Let me clarify. You cannot allow the wrong audience to discourage you from using your gift. God has a specific place for you. He has a specific group of people that you are to reach, and you're not gonna reach everybody, you know. And if you base your gifting on reaching everybody, you're not gonna use your gift, because you're not gonna be able to reach everyone. God has specifically given certain people certain things for certain people, and that's okay, because that's how He's created people. So for example, let me just give you an example. Michael Jordan, right? His gifting is basketball. His audience is anybody who wants to come see him play. But at the end of the day, I might not like his team. So I'm not his audience if I don't like his team. But I might love Kevin Durant, and I might just absolutely adore his team. Well, guess what? That's the audience that I'm going to be a part of, because that's who I am there to support. It doesn't change Michael Jordan's gift. He is still very well gifted to play basketball. He is still very well gifted to do whatever else that he wants to do in the basketball world. Just because I don't receive from him does not mean his gift is less than. And that's the thing and I can do that same scenario with any type of, sport or any other type of gift. Because even if you think about, like, music wise, I think about Michael Jackson. Unfortunately he has passed away, but the same concept still remains for him. He has a gifting. He had a specific gifting, and everybody might not like his music. Some people might have adored it. Well, when he goes to certain arenas, if he's in, just say, so to speak, say he went to a church congregation, he might not be received as well there as he would at a coliseum full of people who love and adore him. Well, guess what? That doesn't mean he's gonna stop singing. That don't mean he's gonna stop dancing, because that's just not your audience. And you have to be willing to acknowledge when it's not your audience, brave enough to say, you know what, that wasn't my audience, but you know what, God has an audience for me. And whether I find that audience today or tomorrow, I'm gonna still use my gift. And that's the thing, like, don't shut your gift down because you couldn't reach one person. Like, don't do that, because you are shutting down what God has placed on the inside of you based on one person. And that is so unfair to you, And this came from, just so I can make sure I specify, this came from, just speaking to somebody. I was speaking to somebody, and it just came a little weird or whatever. And I walked away, and I kind of felt like, well, man, what was that about? And I realized that if I allow that one event to say, Shamice, you know what? You're not qualified to help anybody. You're not qualified to speak over anybody. You're not qualified to look at anybody and help them or encourage them or give them gifts. You're not qualified for that because of that one experience. If I do that, I am literally aborting my entire destiny based on one occasion. Who are you to do that? Like, that's a major thing. So be diligent about your gifting. Be diligent about finding that place that you fit. Finding the audience that God has created you to minister to. You know, and that's the thing that I've learned about me. My gift might not be for the typical church. My gift might be for those out there who don't go to church and who just need it real. Like, you just need real deal. This is what it is. And that's what you're going to get. You know? And I cannot compare my gifting to somebody else and disqualify myself based on somebody else's qualifications. No. So again, the biggest thing here is do not suffocate your gift on the wrong audience. Stop looking for the wrong audience and ask God to place you where you fit and where you belong. All right. Amen.